Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. This is my collection of silver and gold Japanese yen from the Meiji period. First one is the first silver Japanese yen that was produced by the Meiji period. A bit on the worn side, but that's okay. Then I have another one. Then a year 7, which is quite a rare year. Very fine condition. I'd say it's probably like a extra fine or a AU. Year 13, year 14, year 15, year 16, year 18, 19, 21, 22, 24, 27, 29, 37, and 38, which has a very dark toning. Now I have some trade dollars. Because Japan was trading with China back in the late 1800s, and they issued 3 trade dollars year 8, which is 1875, year 9, and year 10. I am missing year 10, and generally these are quite rare compared to the average Japanese yen year. And the reverse is different. The reverse basically translated means trade silver. And it even says trade dollar in English. 900 silver. Year 8. And you might see a Chinese chop mark right in the middle of that. Another year 8. There's a test mark there. And 2 chop marks right here and here. And we have a year 9. These generally weigh 27 grams or so. A little bit more than their regular issue. And then we have some Japanese trade silver, which is basically the demonetized versions of their regular issued silver yen. But the only difference is they have a countermark that says silver in kanji characters. That way, it's supposed to be used or traded for their silver value, and it prevented traders to go back to Japan and redeem them for their yen value. Because I guess if silver back then, if the value went below a yen, if they didn't have that mark, people would be trying to redeem them. I guess they do the opposite these days with the silver dollars, or you could say this silver bullion, where you have the 1 ounce, but the government, like the US government or other governments, they might put some sort of denomination on them, like $1 or 50 cents, even on bullion issues, almost like a guarantee, but I highly doubt silver would ever go down, to that level. And with these trade silver, they had two different marks. And basically, if the silver mark, the Gin mark, is on the right-hand side of the yen, that would be minted or counterstruck in Tokyo, or the Tokyo Mint. If it's on the other side, the left side, that means it was counterstruck in the Osaka Mint. Now I'll show you an example of those, the Osaka Mint ones, shortly. Because of the counter stamp, these are just as collectible as the regular issue, if not more. So it is not considered damage because it was actually done at the mint officially. And then here's some from the Osaka Mint. You see the counter stamp, silver mark, is on the left-hand side. And then we have some regular Japanese yen that also circulated in China and the Orient, but they were not demonetized, did not have that counter stamp with the silver mark. Like this is year 13, which is pretty early, but they do have chop marks, probably done by Chinese merchants or money exchangers, banks, whatnot, but no official silver counter stamp. And we have another one. Now, because these were done for trade purposes, like for me, I would not consider them damage per se, but chop marks as in transaction marks. And these are quite collectible as well. Generally, the smaller the mark, the earlier it was done. So if you had some, let's say, silver pesos from the late 1700s circling in China, the chop marks or merchant marks would be very tiny. We'll usually find it on 8 real pieces, but the ones going into the later part of the 1800s, you'll have these coarser, larger chop marks. And then we have a few gold pieces. This is a Meiji 4 high dot variety gold 1 yen coin. I believe it's about 90% gold. When they say high dot, they're referring to this dot here, where it's basically in the middle of the coin. If it was a low dot variety, which means it's towards the rim, those are more rare. Another really great design, lots of detail. That's the gold 1 yen. And then we have the gold 2 yen from 1870. Pretty much identical design, just a different denomination. And then we have a 5 yen coin. condition is so-so. I say that because I suspect this was ex-jewelry. You see right there, little melted blob of gold. So it might have came from a piece of jewelry, but still, nice little gold piece. Can't say no to gold. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my Japanese yen collection. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.